post route here is going to pull that safety inside, while this guy here just gets open outside for a very easy catch and one-play touchdown. But this receiver will also get open, as the safety can't commit to this, allowing this guy to split the safeties for a very easy one-play touchdown as well. And this is probably one of the easiest one-play touchdowns you're going to see, is the guy that has to cover him is all the way across the field over there, which means that once I hike this ball, he's just running wide open down the middle of the field for another easy one-play touchdown. If you guys are looking for fast, cheap, reliable MUT coins, check out my coin sponsors at MMOXP.com and use discount code MONEYSHOT for 6% off your order. Link in the description below. The champ is here! Welcome back, Money Team. This is Madden Money Shot, stemming up the Madden cheese as always. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys one of the most explosive and also one of the most common plays, as it should be found in just about every single playbook in the game. But before I do, as always, if you guys want to see more videos like this, please make sure to be a subscriber, hit the like button, let me know in the comment section. Other than that, let's get right into the video. Now, the formation I'm going to be using is the Trio Y Flex, but the play that I'm going to show you guys can also be found in other formations that look like this, including the Tray Y Flex. And both of these formations have the exact same play. The play itself is going to be the PA crossers, which you can see right here I have in the Tray Y Flex, but if I switch over to the Trio Y Flex, it's also there and it's pretty much the exact same thing. So check any trips formation that you have in your favorite offensive playbook, and there's a good chance that it has the PA crossers play in it, which if you guys have been playing Madden long enough, you remember PA crossers has been one of the most broken plays in the game for a very long time. And I'm going to show you guys how to hit a one-play touchdown against every single defense in the game from this play. And like I said, I'm going to use the Trio Y Flex because I already put out a gameplay showing you guys a lot of other plays from this formation. So if you guys want to see more broken plays from this offense, I will have links to that popping up in the top right hand corner right now, as well as on screen at the end of the video. Now, I'm using my Kansas City Chiefs offensive ebook, and if you guys want even more money plays from this formation or from this entire playbook, you can download this or any of my ebooks instantly simply by clicking links in the description or the top pinned comment. So I'm gonna pick that play, and on defense, we're gonna go formation to formation here, starting off with cover 2. Now, for the majority of the plays I'm gonna show you guys, I'm gonna put the B receiver here on a streak. The only thing that's really going to change for the most part is going to be what I do with the A receiver or the tight end. Where on this play, I'm going to put him on a 10-yard out route, which is going to basically pull the safeties apart as much as possible. But I'm also going to put the X receiver on a streak or a fade based on the fact that this will give me two options, the Y receiver or the X receiver. As now the X receiver here is going to be a very big play right outside of the safety with an opportunity to basically get around that corner and score. As you can see, this post route here is going to pull that safety inside, as the streak is also going to help maintain that safety, while this guy here just gets open outside for a very easy catch and one-play touchdown. But you will also have an opportunity to the Y receiver, although it'll be a little bit more difficult because the mid-read there will have a little bit of play towards that ball, but you see how you can also time it and throw it up the center of the field as well. But this receiver will also get open, as the safety can't commit to this, and you see he's more committed to the streak, as the mid-read is following that streak all the way up the field, allowing this guy to split the safeties for a very easy one-play touchdown as well. Next up, we're going to switch over to cover 3. This is not going to have multiple players that can score, but it's still going to be a very easy one-play touchdown. So let's go ahead and let's pick something non-matching first, like the cover 3 buzz, as we're going to do the exact same thing by putting the B receiver on a streak and then putting the A receiver on a corner route, and then custom stemming him down, because his job is going to be to hold that cornerback down while the streak holds the safety back. And you'll see how the Y receiver here crosses the space for a very easy one-play touchdown, as long as you don't get that jumping catch animation like we just got there. And you can see right here, we make that exact same adjustment by putting 11 on a streak, and he's going to pull the safety back this time, while this receiver here crosses the space, and there's nobody even close here, as that cornerback's about 20 yards away. The safety is about 20 yards away as well, as we get another very easy one-play touchdown here. Now, when it comes to cover 3 match, though, it's a little bit more difficult. So let's go ahead and let's pick the cover 3 buzz match here. Now, I can do the exact same adjustment by putting the B receiver on streak, the A tight end on a corner route and custom stem him down. But this here is not going to be as effective. You will technically get separation. As you can see right here, there is an opportunity here for a catch and roll and play touchdown, even though he caught him pretty immediately. And that's because the flat defender does follow, either the curl flat or the hook curl here, as that's typically how cover 3 is. You can see right here, the defender's just following the entire way. So there's actually a better way to do this. We only have to make one adjustment where you put the B receiver into a slot fade, and you're going to get a better result, as the slot fade here is going to do a better job of getting outside. As you can see, we actually get our first interference of the game, and we get a very easy one-play touchdown to the other side of the field. And this is another play where you could score two different ways, but this one's much better, as this receiver here is going to get some interference from the post defender here as they run into each other and basically allow both receivers to get open, as we get another very easy one-play touchdown outside. And it's going to have a similar effect when it comes to cover 4 match as well. So let's go ahead and let's switch over to cover 4, starting off with cover 4 quarters first. Now, when it comes to cover 4 matching principles, you already have an advantage if you come out in a 3 wide receiver set. And that's because you got 3 receivers running patterns over 10 yards on the left side with only 2 defenders to cover, while the other 2 defenders on the other side, including one that has to cover Goddard, which means that this safety here has to come all the way across the field if you're running 4 verticals to the 3 receivers on the left side. So all I really got to do is put the B receiver on a streak, and that's it, as the guy defending him is too far across the field. So if you watch this safety here, when he tries to make it across, it's too late. He's way too far away to try to make any type of adjustment to pick up this receiver. And this is probably one of the easiest one-play touchdowns you're going to see, is the guy that has to cover him is all the way across the field over there, which means that once I hike this ball, he's just running wide open down the middle of the field for another easy one-play touchdown. Now, just like the difference between cover 3 and cover 3 match, there will be a slight difference between cover 4 palms and cover 4 quarters. So let's go and let's pick that again, and we're going to pick cover 4 palms this time, as you got a couple different options. If I put B on a streak, there is the opportunity to throw to a different receiver. The B receiver is not necessarily going to get open, but the Y receiver this time will, as he's slightly behind. So you could always throw to that receiver, or you have several other different options, as I could put the Y receiver on a streak instead of the B receiver, and you'll notice that the play action will basically force the safety to bite, allowing this guy to get over the top for another easy one-play touchdown. So you can see there's 2 different ways to score when it comes to a lot of these plays. It's not going to be the same way when it comes to cover 4 drop, though. There's really only one way, so let's go and let's pick that, as this play is going to have the same setup as cover 3. Put B on a streak, put A on a corner route, and then custom stem it down, and it's going to work the exact same way. We just have to wait for this guy to get all the way across the field. As you can see that there is a window here, as the streak's pulling back the safety. The safety doesn't even really react to this. Now, when it comes to matching coverages like cover 6 and cover 9, these are basically half cover 4, half cover 2 defenses. So you really just have to locate which side is the cover 4 side and use the cover 4 play, as all you really have to do is use the cover 4 palms look. As you can see on the left side here, we know it's cover 4 palms because this corner is all the way down and almost like a press animation on X. So since it's cover 4 palms, we're going to put the Y receiver on a streak, and you're going to see how we have a very easy one-play touchdown over the top, as there's really nothing covering this guy once he gets past the first level. Next up, we're going to do some man coverage, starting off with man zero blitz. We're going to try to pick one of the most popular ones, as we'll pick the Overstorm Brave, which is pretty popular right now. Now, there's definitely better man-beating plays when it comes to man zero blitz in this formation. I showed that specifically in that gameplay that I told you about, so if you guys want to see a really good man-beater and absolute blitz to the tight end, make sure to check that play out at the end of the video. But for this play, you can put the B receiver on a streak and then put the running back on a check and release, and 9 times out of 10, you'll notice that the B receiver can cause some interference that can help the Y receiver out, but you can see how the blocking just wasn't there, as the Y receiver does get across the screen here for a potential catch on one-play touchdown, but it really comes down to the blocking. But like I said, there's a much better cover 0 play in that gameplay, so make sure to check that out. But to stick with the trend here, we're going to go back to the PA crossers, and I'll show you guys a one-play touchdown out of this, or a potential one-play touchdown out of this from the cover 1, which once again, that same play I was telling you guys about is a much better cover 1 man beater. But let's go ahead and let's use cover 1 here. Let's go and let's pick out of the 335 penny, as we're going to make the same adjustment by putting the B receiver on a streak just to pull back the safety, and we'll have the same result to the Y receiver here. As you can see, this is your best play for just about every single defense, as he gets across the safety for another easy one-play touchdown. And since this is basically the same setup as cover 3 and cover 4, you can just get in the habit of setting this every single time, and you should have a one-play touchdown against just about every single defense to the Y receiver. And last but not least, we got cover 2 man, and this is going to be the same setup as cover 2. You're going to put the A tight end on a 10-yard out route, the B receiver on a streak, and then the X receiver on a streak as well. You'll have the same reads, although the B receiver, if he wins that press right through the middle there, you'll notice that he'll typically be the read, as we get a very easy one-play touchdown there. So I'm going to end the video there, but if you guys want to see more plays on this offense, then I highly recommend it. Just click the link on screen to see more plays on this offense. And other than that, thanks for watching, man. Money Shit out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.